Hello, ladies and giants. This is Moletrap coming at ya, and I'm not sure why I say coming at ya. It just seems to be a natural thing to say. This is going to be an interesting matchup. This is Game 3 of the Bacchus OSL semifinals between Flash and Bisu. It's been pretty crazy so far. Yeah, it's been very, very exciting, definitely. Both these players, just absolutely top level players. Basically some of the best players that have ever played StarCraft. And very exciting to watch. People kind of, I think some people may disagree that Flash is one of the best ever, but that's my personal opinion. He hasn't gotten any titles yet or anything like that, and so this is an interesting series because this is basically a part of Flash's, one of his chances to really gain like a real title, which is something he hasn't quite gotten yet. I mean, he's been knocked out of semifinals before. He's gotten to semifinals before, but he just hasn't quite made it to the big title there. I don't know what I'm saying. Sometimes I just don't know what I'm saying. Wow, that's like a monster like Godzilla or something like that, breathing fire. I'm not sure who it's supposed to represent, but oh, maybe that's Bisu shield. The shield maybe is on there. I didn't get a good look at it. Anyways, so yes, what was my point in the before? Oh yeah, so Flash working on getting a title, and he has a good shot at the title for the OSL. He's been on just a damn roll lately, just killing everyone, just like a big freaking siege tank, just rolling over people as if they are human beings, and just been killing everyone. And Bisu has not been killing everyone lately, but you never ever want to count Bisu out. That's the thing, because he is, I mean, I was talking about how Flash is such a damn smart player. Bisu is an incredibly smart player as well, and we've been seeing a lot of map hack scouts lately. Oh, never mind, he's going to that other spot first. Never mind, I thought he was going straight across the map to Flash's base. He is going to scout bottom first. He's going to scout Flash second. Scout is going to flash him second. Flash is going to scout him second as well. So looks like both players are going to get pretty early scout in. Bisu, as Diggity likes to say, lives and dies by the scout. And he is always very big on scouting and seeing what people are doing. And he's so damn smart, he can react no matter what they're doing. He can react almost perfectly, and he hasn't been quite like on the top of his game lately. But he's, like I said, you don't want to count him out, that's for sure, because he is just, when he's on, and you don't want to think that, oh, maybe he's not on today, because he will be on when you least expect it. Does that make sense? Well, I mean, that's the thing, is when most people slump, they really slump. Like, Savior, definite slump. Okay, losing to lots of people here. Bisu, slumping, he hasn't really been in like a major slump. He lost a mine, and then he got out of I forget which Star League that was. MSL? I think it was MSL in the round of 32. The group stages, basically. Flash, by the way, going for a quick command center here. It'll be interesting to see. He's scouted, and he's seen that Bisu has not got a lot of gateways or anything like that, so he knows it's pretty safe to get that extra command center. Bisu probably saving up for a Nexus as well. In fact, yeah, that probe going up there probably to plant that Nexus as we speak. So Flash preempting that by getting his own command center there. Uh-oh, Bisu having a, oh no! Bisu putting a pylon out there. If he was trying to do some sort of proxy here, he is putting up, proxy robotics facility, and Flash scouts it. Bisu, I'm gonna be surprised if he keeps that up. He's gonna actually keep it up. He's not gonna cancel it. He's figuring that one Marine is not enough. He's gonna bring his Dragoon back and try and, oh man, try and attack that Marine or something like that. But Flash has a factory out. Bisu has not gotten that Nexus after all. He's gone for the quick tech again. And so Bisu figuring that, I don't know if he's scouted, I don't think he's scouted Flash's base. He doesn't know that command center's there. This is really risky, really ballsy of him to keep that up there, because for all he knows, there's going to be vultures coming out of Flash's base here in just a second, and they would just completely kill his proxy robotics facility. Very risky by him. And it looks like he's going to bring his Dragoons in to try and box Flash in while he does this, which is absolutely insane. Flash researching something or the machine shop, I would not be surprised if, well, it could be a number of things actually. He could be going for siege mode, or more likely he's probably going for some tanks or I'm sorry, vultures. Although actually with Bisu camping outside of his base, I would be less surprised if it was siege mode, especially which he's got to know that there's reavers coming in soon, because I mean, why else would you do that proxy so close of a robotics facility unless you're going to use it for quick tech? He's not going to try and get quick observers in or anything like that. So yeah, siege mode was being researched, siege mode going up, so Flash is able to hold off that pressure on his front, but in the meantime Bisu has kept that pressure up enough that he has been able to get his tech up. He's got a shuttle coming out shortly, and shortly after that it's going to be a reaver, so he's going to get these reavers in Flash's base very quickly. Flash beating him to the punch, and yeah, I mean, Bisu living and dying by the oh, he's not even waving for the reaver. He's going to ferry dragoons in here, and this could be the thing. I think Flash would have been ready for reavers because he had scouted that and he knew that was going to be coming. But this is going to be difficult to hold off if he gets several dragoons in there. 2 dragoons is going to be easy to take care of. If he gets 4 dragoons in his base, that's going to be a problem. And a reaver is out though, so that reaver is going to make the difference. And but Flash has him cornered. I'm not sure. He's probably going to be able to sneak the reaver in behind in that little corner below that. But it doesn't look like he's actually going to try and go in and use that reaver to support the dragoons. After all, Flash has put up turrets all along the side of his base, and wow, this is absolutely crazy. Again, see, again, Flash. I mean, Bisu has got to know better than anyone that if you get scouted, then you gotta. I mean, usually not all the time. Usually you have to change things up, because if a smart player scouts you, and Flash is smart, then they can change what they're doing. But he is going in with his shuttle here. There is a little bit of a gap in Flash's. Is that Scarab going to be able to get in there? Oh, it does get through! Oh, it does not kill anything though. Wow, I did not know that Scarab would be able to fit through that neutral building there. So Bisu flying around here. Flash put a perimeter of turrets up, but he did not put any turrets basically in his base. So Bisu was able to sneak his shuttle in the back there. It looked like he took a hit. But he wasn't able to do any damage so far. But he was able to fly around however he wanted to. I think he was probably afraid of that getting hurt there. Oh no, that Reaver was rally pointed there. It's going to get owned. Oh, that Reaver pops without using a single Scarab. Wow, Bisu had his Reaver rally pointed to the edge of that ridge there, and oh man, Flash spotted it and just owned it real quick. 1, 2, 3 shots from those, and wow, 2 observatories. Okay. 2 observatories, that's cool. I guess he's very, very worried about mines. That's all I can think of it. He could be, actually, come to think of it, he might have gotten that dual observatory so he could get quick observers and a sight, so he could spot for reavers maybe, spot for the scarabs to take longer shots. And he knows there's turrets in there, so having the quick observers is going to make it easier for him to run by turrets and that sort of thing. But still kind of perplexing to get 2 observatories. That I don't know. Bisu knows best, I guess. But I honestly, and someone can tell me if you have any other insight into this. But I think that might have actually been a mistake. It's possible. I mean, everyone makes mistakes. I actually once saw a pro game where a player got 2 citadels of a dune, which was definitely a mistake because there's no way that you can possibly use 2 citadels, and it was later in the game also, so I think it was probably like he wanted to make a cannon, but that was a completely different game. So Bisu has his expansion up and running now, but later than Flash, but it looks like Bisu actually on the minimap, I may have missed this before, it looks like Bisu is setting up another expansion as well, and he's been containing Flash pretty well. Flash has not been able to move out, he's been keeping consistent pressure on him, and he knows that those reavers were there. Did not quite have enough tanks to move out there. Flash getting a starport. That's interesting. It looks like Flash is setting up for a 3rd base, though, so he's getting that command center. He's going to float it out, and any minute now he's going to move out with a bunch of tanks and crap, and just barrel down and just take another base. Probably that one with the gas that's just outside of his main base. That would be the most logical, I think, for him to get. Yeah, but he is getting that starport. I'm curious what he's going to use that starport for. He hasn't put it in a spot where he can put a control tower on it, although it is easy to remedy that. You can move it. But I don't know. It might be... I'm thinking maybe he's going to get a Wraith or 2 just for fun, just to maybe attack shuttles or something like that. Use it as his air support to kill off shuttles, and that makes sense because there are a lot of ridges on this map, and that's one of the things I was mentioning in the first game about how it's a very good carrier map. There's tons of ridges everywhere, so that shuttle will be able to escape very easily from Goliaths, but not going to be able to escape very easily from Wraiths. He does have those Goliaths out though, and I ranted about Goliaths last game, so I won't bother ranting about them again, but very smart move by Flash. He's moving out now. Bisu putting the Stargate down, and two Forges researching here, probably shields and weapons is what I'm thinking. It's interesting, he's getting that Stargate, he's also getting ground forces. I'm not sure if he's going to go carriers or not here. So we got that science facility. Oh, never mind. Duh. Sorry, I'm a noob. He was getting the starport for upgrades. You need to get the science facility out to get level 2 upgrades on your unit, so that's probably what he was doing there. He's going to have speed. Bisu's going to have speed zealots pretty soon here, so it looks like we're just going to basically go into your standard, you know, goons and zealots versus tanks and vultures and such, sort of thing so far. Templar Archives out, so maybe that Stargate was for Arbiters again. Bisu has used Arbiters on this map before. I think in GSI he used Arbiters on this map. So that's a strong possibility, and definitely Bisu can definitely use Arbiters to their full effect there. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how he can do that, though. Again, maybe he's watched the games that Flash has played on this map, and he knows that Flash is capable of dealing with carriers. That might be what he's kind of thinking here, I guess, because Flash has proven he can beat PROTOSS with carriers. Although I honestly think that even though Bisu's on a little bit of a slump right now, I honestly think that anytime Bisu is better than anytime, because like I think I was saying this before. I don't remember if I finished my thought or not. I think I was interrupted by the game. Well, I don't want to say that, but I think I stopped saying it because something that happened in the game. But Bisu, yeah, when he's slumping, maybe I did say that already. When he's slumping, he's not in a huge slump. He's still very good. Yeah, okay, well, I'll leave it at that anyways. But Bisu going into a very ground-based macro mode here, so he's definitely going to be going for Arbiters there. He's got the Templar Archives out. He needs to make some damn high Templar with them, though. And, oh, Flash must have known the Arbiters were coming. He must have comsatted all that stuff, and he knows that Bisu's getting Arbiters. He's mining his base. Yeah, there's the Arbiter Tribunal. I may have missed that before, but yeah, I figured out that's what he was doing. So Flash very intelligently mining his base there, because that would be the perfect spot to recall. Be right on top of those factories and take out his production. That would be basically the way that the most effective, well, one of the most effective ways that Bisu could use his Arbiters. A good recall in there, and it's so much fun. It's absolutely beautiful. It's like one of the sexiest things I've ever seen in my life, to see a recall come in on top of mines and just get obliterated upon landing. They warp in and they don't even have time to fire a shot at the mines because they're right on top of them, and the whole army just pops. It is, oh man, it's so fun to watch that kind of thing. I think the Beast will probably be able to avoid that. He's like I said, he's very, very big on the scout. He'll want to know what's going on. 3 Stargates going down for Bisu. Wow. 3 Stargates for Bisu, so he is definitely not kidding about those Arbiters. He is going to have lots of Arbiters, and that could be very effective for him. Basically, Flash, I think, needs to do something pretty soon here. He needs to do something very soon, because if Bisu gets out several Arbiters, then he's gonna basically own the ground. He's going to own the ground very badly. He's going to be able to go in there and just stasis the hell out of everything Flash has and walk all over the rest of what Flash has. And there's not going to be a whole lot that Flash is going to be able to do about it. 2 Arbiters out now. 2 more Arbiters coming, and then he's going to have... Well, I don't know if Bisu's going to really invest in 3 more Arbiters at a time after that. He could be putting up those Stargates, additional Stargates, so he can replenish his Arbiters quickly if they die, but I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how many Arbiters he decides to get, because if he does have a lot of Arbiters, that's, you know, 5 or 6, 7 Arbiters, that's a squad of goons that he doesn't have in the Psy, and but Flash getting Science Vessels, again, and very intelligently, again, Science Vessels is something I think that's very underused in TERRAN versus PROTOSS here, and a huge battle is coming up here. This is gonna be very, very... Oh, yes! EMP goes off on both of the Arbiters! Oh, Bisu's gonna have to fall back here, and maybe he's not gonna fall back, he might just go with the cloak, but, those Arbiters have no energy, he's not gonna be able to stasis field there. Wow, that is a ton of mines, and Flash just using those science vessels to pick off observers left and right. Very, very intelligent of him, keeping Bisu in the dark there, keeping him from knowing what's going on, keeping him from having map awareness, basically, and being able to see where things are, and also keeping Bisu from planting an observer over that minefield, which was a huge minefield there, placed there to stop Bisu from coming around the backside. And another battle going in here, and Flash does not have his troops in front of his... Oh, there's the High Templar right there! Storm going off for those tanks, and those tanks are going to go down very easily to the Zealots afterwards. More storm going off. Beautiful, beautiful storms going off by Bisu. I think those storms basically just won that battle for him, because Flash has shown that he is capable of holding off large attacks just miraculously in some cases, but in that case his tanks just went down too quickly and he was not able to accomplish anything. He's going to have to pull SCVs here. Bisu storming in with Reavers, a ton of goons. Bisu bringing probes in just to have extra forces on the ground, because just to take the hits from the tanks. Very good move on his part, just throwing those probes in there, and except now he's just throwing them in there without running in his Dragoons, so that was kind of a waste of them. But he ran out of Zealots and he just sent in some probes just to take hits so that his Dragoons and Zealots would, well, most of the Dragoons will be able to get in there. Flash setting up extra command center. I didn't see where that was, that other command center there. It looks like Flash is going to try and come in here, and no, he's just going to chill there. Maybe he's... Oh, actually, yeah, a lot of mines there. He might have been trying to plant mines to delay, and then... oh, Bisu doesn't have an observer here. He's just kind of attack moving through those mines, and losing a little bit of hits on one of his Dragoons there. Oh, sorry, those 3 mines chasing that one Zealot. I thought they were going to hit the goons or something like that, though. So Flash doing a little bit of harassment there, but basically both players pretty much harassment proof at this point. Bisu has plenty of stuff set up to stop Vultures from attacking any of his stuff. He's got robotic facility still just chilling there in the middle of nowhere. Oh, that's awesome. And what was I saying? Yeah, so Bisu, wow, Bisu has a lot of gateways now. And yeah, that minefield, by the way, is stuck there, I think, to stop a reach around. Oh, I'd already said that too. Man, I'm repeating myself a lot today here. So, a bit of a standoff here. Both players having a ton of economy. It looks like they're probably going to be running out of their mains pretty soon, but it does look like on the minimap they still have some money in their main, so can't count that out. But basically, Bisu has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bases. Flash has 4 bases, and yeah, and Bisu has like 5 gas though, is the thing. Oh, and he actually has his mineral only, and another EMP going down there. That Goliath almost taking out that Arbiter. Well, actually, it had a couple hits left on it, but Flash being again. Oh, that's what I was going to say earlier. Science vessels not used nearly enough in TERRAN versus PROTOSS. Even when there's no Arbiters around, it'd just be beautiful. I mean, you can knock out, with one EMP, you can knock out so many hit points worth of shields. If you can get off a good thing on the cluster. And there he goes, EMPing the Templar as well. I don't know if he got all the Templar. It looked like he got a couple of those Templar with the EMP, but not all of them. I think there's still some storms left in that army. So, not perfect. Oh, no, 2 Arbiters coming in here. It's going to go for a recall. I don't know if he knows those mines are there. There's a lot of turrets around Flash's base to stop observers from getting in. He's grouped up his forces. He's definitely going for a recall here. Oh, come on, show the Arbiters, show the Arbiters. Wait, okay, on the minimap it looks like he might not be going. Oh, another EMP goes off on all those forces that were preparing there. 2 Arbiters coming in here. Oh, he's going to recall on top of the mines. He's going to recall on top of the mines. Oh, yes. Oh, man, only 5 Dragoons going down, though, but all those Zealots are also very damaged, so Flash is going to be able to run back there. Man, that was not as beautiful as I was hoping, I have to admit. But now, oh, man. That was a good chunk of Bisu's army, and now without that chunk of his army, Flash is just going out there and taking out Bisu's bases now, and that one was relatively undefended. He's just almost attack moving into that there. In the meantime, while he's distracted, Flash is going to try and attack that 12 o'clock base, but Flash is losing a lot in his main. It looks like he's cleaning up his main there, but he's going to have to do something to protect his outer expansion here, where Bisu is attacking. All of his forces are out in the field attacking various things. So that base is completely undefended. Both players just attacking each other, basically trying to see who can kill the other off first. in this point. And I think if it goes this direction, then the advantage is going to go to Bisu, because he's got those expansions at the top. Never mind, those expansions at the top getting owned. Oh, Storm going off, killing a bunch of SCVs and a Zealot, it looked like. But wow, oh my gosh, it's just a battle to see who can kill the other off first. Actually, it looks like Flash mysteriously has somehow fought off Bisu's force from his natural there, and wow, he's or not his natural, but his outer natural, I guess you'd call it there, his second well, I don't know if it's even called natural, but he's fought Bisu off there. In the meantime, Bisu has fought him off as well, though, so things kind of returning a little bit back to status quo here. Neither player is gonna, it looked like for a minute there that was gonna be the final battle, and both players were gonna try and finish each other off before they died. And looks like that one Dark Templar cleaning up that base there, but those northern bases are vulnerable now. Flash back to mining there. Flash lost a lot of SCVs, and you can't blame him for not even seeing that drop. Oh, get your science vessels out there. Oh, man. Those science vessels were accompanying his troops in the top, and the troops all died, I guess. The science vessels ran off, but he didn't do anything there. Flash now bringing some forces down to the south base as well, which is very good, because if he didn't do that, that was going to be horrible, because Bisu has just been expanding all over the map here, and it's very, very good of Flash to start taking out some of these bases here, because, yeah, Bisu's economy was just getting out of hand, absolutely out of hand. I mean, he had he had two bases in the top, he had his mineral only, it looked like, which Flash is now taking. Oh, recall right on top of the tanks, very, very nice. And Dark Templar on there as well, dispatching those tanks very, very quickly, very, very nicely done by by Bisu, and a few vultures escaping there, but I don't think they're going to do a lot of good in this case. Yeah, they're going to get picked off there, but Flash doing a very, very good job of harassing, keeping Bisu a little bit pressured, because he wasn't pressuring Bisu enough before, and finally when things broke down, now he's been able to put some pressure on Bisu. He's replenished the SCVs on that mineral line fairly well. I mean, and that makes sense. He's got like 5 command centers or something like that, so that makes perfect sense here. And he's got some SCVs sitting around idle. I wonder what's in that shuttle. Maybe nothing. Probably nothing, because whatever was in it, if there had been a High Templar already, he would have stormed some of those SCVs. Oh, I was going to say, you can't blame Flash for missing that storm drop before, because Jesus, there was so much going on in the map at that time. There was like 3 different battles going on. He was attacking one of Bisu's expansions. He was attacking another expansion in the north. He was doing all this stuff. Arbiter just kind of chilling over here. Okay, nice little recall on that base. That base effectively neutralized in the matter of a moment. So very well done, and no mines there to take it out this time. Flash going around here on one of Bisu's expansions, and he's going to be able to take out some probes there and effectively stop mining on that. We'll see if he's distracted enough, or if he's going to be able to get Comsat off to take out that Dark Templar. I don't think he realizes that Dark Templar is there yet. Oh, there he goes. Okay, so he Comsats there, takes out the Dark Templar, so he's going to be able to keep that base from mining still. So Bisu down to mining at, looks like, 2 or 3 bases now. Flash down to, I think, 1 base, maybe 2. Both players. Oh, beautiful, beautiful stasis field. I'm not sure how he didn't stasis his own Arbiter there. Nice storms as well. And oh, recalling in reinforcements. That was beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful. That is what recall is meant for. I mean, it's called recall. You want to bring your units back, and that's exactly what he did. That was perfect. Recalling his units back to defend and taking out the forces of Flash before they were able to do too much damage. Flash has lost a lot of SCVs here. Like I said, he does have a lot of command centers, and he is just an incredible macro player. He's just absolutely disgusting when it comes to macro. So we'll see if he can macro back his economy here. He's probably going to be able to. He has accomplished a lot against Bisu's economy as well, so I think that this is probably about even at the moment. Wow, things just absolutely crazy. I think I'm going to give the advantage to Flash here at this point. Everyone talks about this being a PROTOSS map, but it's because of the recalling in the probe. Yes, go probe. And I'm not sure, that probe is running away, and I'm not sure, oh, it looked like he was going to plant down a building or something. No, probe attacking, cloaked probe attacking the command center. Oh, no. Oh, Flash, watch out for the High Templar. I don't think he sees that there. Well, no, there's not really a way that he could see it. Oh, the High Templar is chilling there cloaked, and Flash passes right by it. And that High Templar is going to pop out and give a storm here in a second if Bisu is on top of things. No, I guess he won't need the storm after all. Or he can just leave the Arbiter on the side there. And yeah, okay, so Flash being chased out of there. If you look at the minimap though, Flash is all over the damn place. Just glance at the minimap. Look where all the red is. And even though Bisu has about the same amount, oh man, several science vessels and a few tanks getting stasis field there. That was pretty good. Stopping Flash there, but like I was saying earlier, Flash just an absolute macro damn machine. If it doesn't say Flash, it's not the real thing. But Flash just macroing like a mother, and wow, Bisu making really good use of those recalls though, and doing kind of almost and Flash's forces coming unstasis at just the wrong moment, I think, for Bisu. Now Flash coming in here at the bottom as well. We'll see if Flash can do another recall down there or something like that. He does have these few Dragoons there, but those aren't going to be enough. It looks like the High Templar did do some storms over there. I'm not sure if Flash knows that. And again, this map just, everything going crazy all over here. But yeah, like I was saying, this map favors PROTOSS because they can go carriers, and carriers are just so perfect on this map. There's so many ridges you can attack supply lines from behind without being in position to get attacked, and just stuff like that. But Bisu has not used those carriers, so he's not really using the map to that effect. So it's basically kind of even in that sense. It's just going to come down to micro and strategy here. And I think I'm going to give the advantage to Flash. It just looks like Flash is putting more pressure on Bisu than Bisu is putting on him. Bisu continually recalling, but it doesn't seem to phase Flash. Every time he gets a base recalled, it seems like he just lifts off the command center, and then they show it a minute later, and he's mining from it again. It's amazing. I'm not sure how he's doing that, but he really needs to take care of those Templar over there. Flash setting up another base somewhere. I didn't see where that was. And now he's taking out the bottom right. So Bisu is in trouble here now, because he's short on expansions. He's been keeping up the pressure and staying even with Flash for the most part on that sense. But man, this game has absolutely been insane. Absolutely insane. But yeah, Bisu just too low on expansions right now, I think. And I think Flash putting up another expansion right now. He's been able to somehow keep his expansions running despite constant recalls into his bases, which have been absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Recalls going everywhere. And Bisu just, I think that pretty much most other Terrans in the game of StarCraft right now would have folded to these precision stab wounds of recalls. You know, it's like Bisu just kind of like dancing around and you know, taking a jab here and going for the kidney, and then taking a dance around there, and then just going and puncturing the lung and that sort of thing. But Flash, he's like a Klingon or something. He has backup organs, so that like whenever an organ dies, he's got extra hearts and extra lungs and stuff set up. And Bisu, for some reason, parting his arbiters there. I'm not sure what he's doing exactly. Oh, maybe he was checking for bases. He was going to try and recall on a base. Yeah, he's got his units grouped up there in preparation for another recall, but he was trying to, I guess, looking for a place. So if Flash had set up an expansion in the south, he was going to set up a recall there. And those two Templar, I didn't see how many kills they had, but they've been just picking off SCVs there. Bisu now getting that expansion in the north again. Oh yes, EMPs going off. EMP sniping by Flash. Very beautiful EMPs there, just running out in the middle of nowhere. And the Arbiters happen to be in the middle of nowhere as well. So those Arbiters now energyless. He's not going to be able to do any more precision recalls. Flash, it looked like, okay, he was actually building that command center elsewhere, and he's going to float it into a base, possibly in the south there at 6 o'clock, something like that. But I don't think it's going to go that far, because Bisu does not appear to be building up quite enough of an army, I think. And Flash, okay, there's some more army. So if he can combine his army there by the time Flash gets there, it looks like Flash is pushing out with his army here. And this is going to be bad news. EMPing those other Arbiters just for good measure. Looks like one did get a stasis field off just in time, though. And, wow! Oh my god, that was crazy. That mine must have been chasing, like, the wrong Dragoon. And the other Dragoon was in its way, and it looked like it got picked off. I don't know if that mine actually went off or not. It looked like the Dragoon did take a mine hit, but it might have been a previous one. So Bisu moving out here as well. Flash in a position, I don't know if Bisu had to have known that Flash's army was there. It didn't look like he did because he was kind of moving around, but he was getting a little bit hit by the sides of, and stasis field going out. I don't think that was really the best stasis field he could have done, because now it's more of a blockade in the front of Flash's other tanks. He should have, although those Goliaths were there, so it would have been difficult for him to really get back there, but really it probably would have been optimal if he'd been able to hit those Goliaths and the tank in the middle and kind of separate Flash's firepower a little bit there, and also free up those Goliaths from being able to harass his other arbiters there. It looks like Flash has completely stopped mining that mineral only in the north where he kept getting stormed. He's just given up on that one now, and it looks like he's run out in this spot as well. So yeah, Flash has, let's see, it looks like, wow, actually, because that means his natural's probably out too. He stopped mining in the north. Things, wow, you know, this could go back in Bisu's favor very easily because Flash somehow macroing out of, he only has the one base in the kind of bottom left in the middle, and then he's getting another base in the south, or he was, but it looked like the Arbiter picked off the SCV. Bisu, in the meantime, has the two bases in the north, the 12 o'clock and I guess 11 o'clock. So, really, as far as intake right now, it's just Bisu has two bases and Flash has one, but somehow Flash is still just macroing like a mother and just absolutely okay, now Flash striking back. If he can take out these bases in the north, then that is it for Bisu. I think Bisu is going to be able to respond to this pretty quickly, though. He's going to be able to move his forces up and intercept those. He's not, though. He's moving his forces to the south. He's going to try and counterattack. If he can take out Flash's one expansion that he's mining from, then that will conversely be the end for Flash. Getting that EMP off, it looked like he hit a Templar, but I think that Arbiter did avoid the EMP there. We'll find out right now. Arbiter going in there. He does get a stasis field off on just a couple tanks, but I think Flash's army is just too big. High Templar storming those tanks, though. Those tanks are not quite dead yet, though, and he does have more tanks in the back, so I think Flash is going to be able to hold this off. If Flash holds this off, he's going to be able to stomp through. Flash is going to hold this. Flash is going to hold his expansion. He's got another expansion running at 6 o'clock, and he's going to be able to stomp all over Bisu's bases in the north. That is GG. That is GG. Oh my gosh. Bisu, oh man, that was absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Flash is just, oh man, I can't even believe how insane his macro is. That was absolutely amazing. Even when he only had one base or 1.5 bases, somehow massing up huge armies to counter Bisu's and using those precision EMPs to kill the usefulness of Bisu's Arbiters and what have you. And Flash just playing absolutely insane. Flash is up 2-1 now, so it's going to go to Game 4, and Bisu is going to have to fight for his life in Game 4. It's definitely going to be an interesting match. Hope you guys enjoyed that game as much as I did. That was insane. That was a great game.